Welcome to the third set of IGKO practice exam. In this, we are going to cover 35 questions coming from each sections of general awareness, current affairs, life skills, and achiever section. All right, so let's get started with question number one. Which part of the earth do we live on? So if you dissect the earth, the either part is called inner core, after that there is outer core, and then mantle, and then crust. So the question here is, which part of the earth do we live on? Of course, we don't live on inner core, neither on the outer core, nor at the mantle. This is crust. Crust is the outer part where we live on. Moving on to the next question, layer of atmosphere which saves us from harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation that is called ozone layer. There is nothing called infrared layer, neither carbon layer nor oxygen layer. So ozone layer. Ozone layer helps us save from harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation. Which of the following profession involves designing the buildings? Of course, it is architect, right? Mechanic fixes our cars, bikes. Pilot flies aeroplane. Nurse is in the medical profession, uh, who helps when we fall sick. So, which of the following profession involves designing buildings? Of course, architect. Architect is the right answer. Which organ is responsible for filtering waste from the blood? It's kidney, right? So, it helps in filtering out the waste from the blood. So, it's kidney. Moving on to the next question. What is the full form of PCO? It is public call office. It is a kind of booth where there will be a public telephone. You go there, you dial the number, and you make the call. So, the full form of PCO is public call office. Now, next question is you are walking straight ahead facing south. Okay, so on paper the upper side is north, this is south, right side is east, and this is west. Right? So the question is you are walking straight ahead facing south. It means you are walking this side facing south and then take a left turn. So if you are walking straight this side, this will be your right and this will be your left. Take a left turn. You take a left turn. Okay, followed by another left turn. So now when you are walking in this side will be your right and this side will be your left. So take another left turn, another left turn. Which direction are you facing now? Which is this direction? This is north. The answer is north. Whenever this type of questions comes into your exam, please draw following this hint or the trick. Next question is study the given relationship and fill in the blanks. Aeroplane, airport. Ship, parking lot, no. Harbor, yeah. So, what is the relationship between aeroplane and airport? At the airport, aeroplane uh, are parked, you can say parked. So, ship, it will be there in the harbor. Which of the following awards is India's highest lifetime achievement award in sports? So, see, here the question is lifetime achievement award in sports. So, the lifetime uh, highest achievement award is Arjuna Award lifetime. If you see the highest honor in sports is Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. But when the question is of lifetime, then the answer would be Arjuna Award lifetime. Just keep this in mind. Next question is which of the following statements is correct about India's achievement in space technology? Vikram S was the first rocket made by NASA. No. Vikram S was the first privately developed rocket in India. So this option is wrong. Aryabhatta was India's first privately launched satellite? No. India's first artificial satellite was named Albert, so it was not the first launch satellite. Rohini 75 was the first rocket made by ISRO? Yes, this is the right answer. Next is Kalpana 1 was India's first artificial satellite? No, this is wrong. So Rohini RH is the Rohini RH, which is also called RH-75, right? Was the first rocket made by ISRO. So this is the right answer. Which of the following material has luster? Luster is found in metals. Okay, metals. One of the properties is it has luster, means shiny. Wood, no. Rubber, no. Plastic, no. Copper. Copper being a metal, it has luster. All right, moving on to the next question. Atal Tunnel is located under which mountain pass? You should know this. It is Rohtang Pass. Which of the following mountain ranges separate Sahara Desert from the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea? It is Atlas. When you see the world map, you will find that the mountain range, that is Atlas mountain range, separates Sahara Desert from the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Which mineral is used to make glass and watches? Is it diamond? No, it's so costly. Graphite? No, of course not. It does not have any shine. Mica? No, not at all. So it's quartz. Which is the oldest mountain range in India? Vindhya? No, it is Aravalli, which ranges from Gujarat to, to Rajasthan. So Aravalli is the oldest mountain range. Don't get confused with Himalaya. It is asking oldest mountain range. So oldest mountain range is Aravalli. Which of the following is not an example of one-way communication? Is not an example of one-way communication. Magazine is a one-way communication. Radio is a one-way communication. Newspaper is a one-way communication. So telephone is not a one-way communication. So this would be our answer. Which of the following are means of mass communication? Mass communication. Internet is a means of mass communication. Radio, yes. Newspaper, yes. Telephone, no. Telephone is a two-way communication. Postcard, uh, no. Postcard is one-on-one, one-to-one communication. Television is a mass communication, yes. So out of D, E, F, G, H, I, G and H are not the right option. Rest all are. So D, E, F, and I. So A is your right option. Who started the modern Olympic Games in 1896? Just remember this name, BPDC. BPDC. Baron Pierre de Coubertin. BPDC. Just remember this name. Who started the modern Olympic Games in 1896? Baron Pierre de Coubertin. Donald Bradman is related to cricket. Sir Bradman, we call him. How many players are there in each team in a standard field hockey? It is 11. In cricket also it's 11, right? In hockey also it's 11. Now, this is interesting question. Chess is a board game played on chessboard, right? There are 32 pieces on a chessboard. How many of total number of pawns are there, right? So you know that 8, 8, 16, and 8 and 8, 16. So total 32 pieces are there, right? This 8 and this 8 are pawns. So 8 plus 8 is equal to 16 pawns are there. Who was the first female weightlifter to receive the Arjuna Award in India? Arjuna Award was Kunja Rani Devi. If the same question is asked that first female weightlifter to win an Olympic medal, then it will be Karnam Malleswari in weightlifting. Right now, here the question is Arjuna Award, so Kunja Rani Devi. Alright, so with this, we have concluded 20 questions of general awareness. Moving on to the current affairs. First question in current affairs is World Population Day is observed on. World Population Day is observed on 11 July. Just keep this in mind. Who is the current Chief Minister of Rajasthan? It's Bhajan Lal Sharma. Earlier, Vasundhara Raje Scindia was the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. The current Chief Minister is Bhajan Lal Sharma. World Health Day is observed every year on 7th April. You need to remember these days, just correlate it with some stories, some dates, some birthdays, your birthday or your friend's birthday, but just correlate it. World Health Day, it's 7th April. How many Padma Bhushan awards are given in 2025? So you must be knowing that there are total 139 Padma awards were given in 2025. So out of that, Padma Bhushan are 19. So in Padma, there you know that Padma Vibhushan, then Padma Bhushan, right, and then Padma Shri. So these are the three categories in Padma Awards. In 2025, total 139 awards were given. Out of that, 19 were Padma Bhushan awards. Now, in the comment section, you give me the number of for Padma Shri and Padma Vibhushan. All right. So moving on to the next question: Who is the current Chief Defence Staff of India? He is General Anil Chauhan. So current Chief of Defence Staff of India is General Anil Chauhan. Who is General Upendra Dwivedi? It's Army Chief. Army Chief. Air Chief Marshal. As the name suggests, Air Chief Marshal is Air Force, Indian Air Force Chief, and Admiral Dinesh Tripathi, he is Indian Navy Chief. All right, so moving on to life skills. What is the meaning of gratitude? The act of showing thankfulness for having something is called gratitude. To work as a team is cooperation. Being brave, even when you feel scared, it's courageous. Okay, doing the things you are supposed to do, this is responsible, being responsible. Right, so the act of showing thankfulness for having something is gratitude. To the correct statement, we should not take out our hands out of the bus window. Yeah, this is correct. We should always wear a helmet while riding a cycle. This is also correct. We should cross the road only when an adult is present with us. Yeah, so all of these are correct statements. You have a science project due tomorrow, but your friend wants you to play outside. What will you do? So this is your next question. Play outside and do the project last minute? No, of course not. We should not do this. Do a quick and messy project? No, of course not. Keep the project and blame it on your friends later? No, of course not. So this is the last option, which would be your answer. Let's read this. Tell your friend that you will join them after finishing your project. So this is the right option. Moving on to the next question. Which of these is not considered as a good table manner? Not considered as a good manner. Talk with your mouth full of food? Yes, this is not a good table manner. Rest your arms on the table? Yes, this is also not considered a good table manner. Start eating as soon as your food is served without waiting for others? Yeah, this is also not considered as a good table manner. You should wait for others. It means that all of these are not considered as a good table manner. Moving on to the last question of life skills, then we will do achiever sections. While using the swing in the playground, you can be considerate by hogging the swing for yourself only. No, not at all. Taking breaks and letting others have fun too. Yes, this is right. Throwing dirt on the swing? No. Ignoring others completely? No, not at all. So, option B is the right answer. Taking breaks and letting others have fun too. All right. So, with this, we have completed 5 questions of life skills. Let's move on to the very interesting and important section, which is achiever sections. This is important because for each right answer, you will get 2 marks. So the first question in achiever section is match the column and select the correct option. So column 1 and column 2, you need to match that which pass is in which state. Right? So Shipki La Pass, it is in Uttarakhand. Nathula Pass is in Sikkim. Mana Pass is in Himachal Pradesh. And Bomdi La Pass is in Arunachal Pradesh. So P2, let's eliminate P2. So this is eliminated. P4, this is also eliminated. So you are left with 2 options. So you are left with 2 options, P2, then Q4 and Q1. Nathula Pass, Q1, Sikkim. So this will be the right answer. Let's match the rest. R3, Mana Pass, Himachal Pradesh, Bomdi La Pass, Arunachal Pradesh. So D is your right answer. I'll do one thing. I'll make a short video on all the passes, on all the important passes of India, and we'll post it very soon. For now, let's move on to the next question. Select the best suitable means of communication to get the information or to inform others for the given situation X and Y. So there are two situations X and Y are given. You need to select the right means of communication. Okay, let's now read the situation X. Your sister's marriage has been fixed and you want all your relatives and friends to be present at the wedding. This is situation X. Situation Y is your grandfather suddenly fell down and injured his leg, and your father is in his office. So you need to choose the right means of communication. Your grandfather has suddenly fell down. Why? This is the situation. Will you send an email to your father? No, this is wrong. Will you broadcast it on television? No, of course not. Will you get it published in the newspaper? No, you will make a telephonic call. So this is the, even if we don't read the situation X, just by elimination, you know that right option is B. Okay. So let's read the situation X. Your sister's marriage has been fixed and you want all your relatives and friends to be present at the wedding. Probably you will send the letter, right? And then for the Y situation, you will make a telephonic call. So option B is the right option. Fine. Now, quickly let's do solve question number 33 and 34. Last 3 questions. Okay, so let's start with question number 33. Myra went to a shopping mall with 4 500 rupees notes. So how much she will have? 4 500 notes. 4 into 500 is equal to 2000. And 5 200 rupees notes. So 5 into 200 is 1000. The total money she is having it is 3000 rupees. And saw the following items: bag, which costs 750 rupees, sunglasses 375 rupees, shirt 425, shoes 410. If she bought all the above items, how much money she will be left with? So what you will do, you know, this is the total money she is having. She has spent this much amount on buying 4 items. Okay, so if we subtract this total amount from the total money she was having, we will get the how much money she is left with, right? So let's quickly add all these costs which are given here, which is 750, 375, 425, and 410. Let's add all these: 550, 1, 516, 713, 215, 116, 6, and then 1, 718, 8311, 415, 419. So this much money she has spent in buying all these 4 items. So how much money she would be left with? If you total money is 3000, so total money is 3000. She has spent 1960 rupees. So how much money she will be left with? Let's subtract this. 1040 is the right answer. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 34. 80 cherries were put into 4 baskets. So let's say there are 4 baskets and total cherries are 80. How many cherries are there in each basket if each basket has the same number of cherries? So by reading the question, you would have understood that you have to distribute these 80 cherries in 4 baskets, 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets in equal amount, equal number. So what in this scenario, what you do? You divide the total number divided by into how many numbers it needs to be divided. So here you have 4 baskets, total number is 80, 80 divided by 4, which is 4 2s are 8 and 0, so 20. So in each basket you will have 20 cherries, 20, 20, 20. So 20, 20, 40, 20, 60, 20, 80, right? So 20 is your answer. In the previous video, I have given you a trick. uh, this is how you solve the question, but if you are getting confused whether to divide it or multiply, just see, compare this given number from the given options. If given options are lesser, it will be division. If given options are higher than the given number, then it will be multiplication, right? So here you see the given numbers are a smaller number, so there it will be division, but I have explained you here how to solve this question, right? Okay, all right. So let's move on to the last question. Maize has dash type of roots for support, while banyan tree has dash type of roots hanging from its branches. Let's do it by elimination method. We all know that banyan tree is having a prop roots. Banyan trees are having prop roots. So second blank is having prop here. So this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Now, whether maize will have aerial roots? No, it will not have aerial roots. Which type of root it will have? It will have a still root. So, smaller roots coming out and holding the ground to support the plant. So, that is called a stilt root. So, maize has a stilt root for support, while the banyan tree has prop roots for support. So, your answer would be C. All right. So, with this, we have completed third set of this IGKO preparation exam preparation series. Soon I am going to publish set 4. Till then, keep practicing, keep revising. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.